So big brand always, t-shirts are there. This is a big brand. We always believe that big things start small, and we started and we are on our way to what we want. So our t-shirts are out. You can leave us with a comment so that we can do the order for you. And if you look at this match, the brand is so sweet. Red, we have red, black, white, gray. So if you need one, don't hesitate to call us. So guys, this is your boy Alan Obi, the billionaire. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And you know what? Today I just want to talk about something that I think it's even eating our nation, leave alone us as individuals. It's eating our whole nation. And this is the biggest monster that we are suffering from, and it's about loans. So guys, the reason why I'm talking about loans is because I'm a big victim of loans, and I thank God I was able to pay off my loans, especially the application loans. These loans that you can just get from phones, those things for real, they're killing us as young people. And if we can't get a good way of avoiding these loans or knowing how to pay them off, then we are suffering a lot. And I'm a big victim, and this one I'm just talking from what I've experienced before. So guys, one of the things that I realized that we always borrow money that we don't need. If you ask me why I was borrowing that kind of money, for sure I won't be able to tell you. And you can only feel the pain when you're paying for something that you haven't experienced its results. You haven't seen the outcome. I never felt anything. I never harvested anything from the loans I borrowed, and paying them is so painful. Yes, I don't refuse we have good and bad loans, but majority of us, we are on the bad side of loans, and that's why even the banks can't trust us with big amount of money, because we don't even have good credit accounts out there. And this thing about just picking your phone, checking on an app, borrowing, we have what we call Fuliza, we have M-Shwari, we have those loans. For me, they have really messed me before, and I will always pray that I don't go back to that kind of situation. So let me explain how I paid off my loans. And for sure I had loans from M-Shwari, Tala, Okash, Fuliza. I've only Fuliza once, so at least I'm good there. So then what else do we? Branch, all those kind of loan apps, and I am a victim on that. But this is the structure that I used last year paying off my loans. First, I had to draft a budget. Why do I need loan? What do I need this money? I realized that I was just taking money to bet, to use on other things that are not necessary. So I decided I'm not going to get money that I don't need. Even borrowing from friends. Don't borrow from your friend if you don't need the money. Why? Why do you do that? You're just cutting your friendship. And I realized that's the biggest enemy. If you want to terminate your friendship with your long-term friend, borrow him money and let him lend you, and you fail to pay it back, then you'll see the power of money. So for me, I had to use a structure, and it's saving me to debt. I don't borrow money if I don't need the money. But the rule number one I do is that I have to make sure that I know how I will pay the money before even I can't borrow. Because you can't just borrow the money and then expect magic to happen during the time you want to pay. No, you have to know that if you're borrowing money, let it be for investment, so that once the returns are back, you can be able to pay off your loan with the interest that is there, then have profits. Because there's no loan out there without interest. Interest are eating us. Paying extra cash on loans that you haven't used anything is too expensive. So what I did as Alan, I had to plan myself. Do I need this thing? No. So no need to go out and look for extra cash to get that thing. So if I'm borrowing, when am I planning to pay? I have to get that in place. Then what am I using? But don't borrow for entertainment. It's too expensive. Don't be happy for a few hours, then be sad for the rest of your time. Don't entertain yourself for 2 hours, then you can't afford that. Many young people and old people are dying out of stress because of what? Loans. You walk this way, somebody has loan from M-Shwari, Tala, branch. So his head even is not working. He can't think. Then he has kids that need to eat, wife, bills, house rents. So look at that kind of mess. So for you as a person to structure yourself, 1, know how to pay off your loans if you are borrowing. 2, don't borrow if you don't need the money. Have a borrowing plan. Know how to pay off the money. Then 3, borrow from people you trust. They won't even have that kind of mess stressing you up and down. When will you pay off my money? So get money from people you trust, people who can give you that allowance without interest. Then 4, when you borrow, know where to invest. Don't borrow for leisure, borrow for investment. That's what we call good loans. Don't go for bad loans. I don't. This is for sure. I don't borrow for bad loans, and I don't borrow money because for now I don't even have an investment plan. So I am not going out to borrow money to invest where I don't know, because I don't want to invest in something that will fail the following day. Then I will have 2 things to deal with. First, the failed program, then the loans that I've borrowed. So don't do that. Better save for that project. Then once you have enough savings, you can now go ahead and expand your project by borrowing. Don't start your business with loans. Majority are just languishing in poverty because they started their projects from loans. So the project failed, you don't have money to pay off your loan so that you borrow another money. So this is out of my heart, because just speaking for young guys who are out there trying to chase their goals but in a different way. Please make sure that you don't skip these steps. If you want to develop, make sure you have a development strategy for yourself. Make sure that you have more information. Develop yourself before even starting anything that you want. Because 1, this will give you information where to go, the direction where you're going, because you can't go to a destination that you don't know the direction. You have to know the destination, and you look out for ways how to get there. So if you're also borrowing, make sure that you know how much you're borrowing. For example, these loan apps, they are funny. You want 1K, then they give you an option of 10K. And for us as human beings, we will do it. You go for 10K. So first, you're failing, you don't know how you'll pay the 1K, then you're going for more. So those are the minds that you can't allow. Don't give your mind, don't let them be empty. If your mind is empty, you will do things that you can't even afford to correct. This is out of my heart. This is a boy Alano B, the billionaire. Guys, I don't even have much to say. Just subscribe and let's move on. Peace. Alano B, the billionaire.